Hi guys and welcome to the video. So today I'd like to talk about whether healthy eating can help you lose weight. So a lot of people come to me and say, I'm eating really healthily, but I'm not losing weight. What's going on? So the problem here is that weight loss and healthy eating, although they are often talked about together, are completely separate things. So to lose weight, as we know, we need to be consuming fewer calories than we need. If you're eating healthily, but still consuming more than you need, then you won't lose weight. So let me just use a quick example to explain this. So I've got here a Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate bar, and this is considered an unhealthy food. I've also got some cashew nuts, which are considered a healthy food. The chocolate bar has 240 calories, and I've measured out 240 calories of cashew nuts, which is this amount. So you can see it's roughly the same amount, or the same size, the same volume as the chocolate bar. Now the problem with healthy foods like cashews is that because they are considered healthy, people often consume them without thinking too much about how many calories are in them. So if you take a bag of cashew nuts and unconsciously eat them at work, over the day, or in front of the TV, without thinking how many you're consuming, it's very easy to overeat. And if you are overeating, you have to think about the calorie rule, where if you're consuming too much, more than your body needs, you will put on weight. So in this case, the chocolate bar, which is 240 calories, if you're consuming fewer calories in the chocolate bar than in cashew nuts, then for weight loss, the chocolate bar would be a better choice. Now, I'm not saying the chocolate bar should be eaten on a diet over cashew nuts, because there's a few things to consider here. But if you aren't really counting what you're eating, you need to be aware, because, like I said, healthy eating and weight loss are separate things. You can eat healthily and lose weight, but you can also eat healthily and put on weight. So if you just grabbed a generous handful of cashew nuts, which could be that much, or it could be more, then you're eating exactly the same amount of calories as in a chocolate bar. So over the day, if you are eating within your calorie limits, that's fine. However, if you are eating over what you need, then you will put on weight. There are a number of different things we need to consider here though. So if you eat a chocolate bar, which is 240 calories, over 240 calories of cashew nuts or another healthy food, how does that make you feel? Does eating the chocolate bar make you want to eat more? Does eating the cashew nuts fill you up? If so, then eating the cashew nuts might be a better choice, if you are eating within your limits as well. We also need to consider the constituents. So this is calories, but it also has different amounts of fats, protein, and carbohydrates. So I've written them down here. So the chocolate bar has 14 grams of fat, 26 grams of carbohydrates, and 3.3 grams of protein, whereas the same amount of cashew nuts has 18 grams of fat, a bit more, 11 grams of carbohydrates, and 7.3 grams of protein. So they have different ratios of those macronutrients. So that will affect your hunger and how you feel and how your body might react to the calories. Also, the fats in the cashew nuts are much better for you. They're monounsaturated fats, whereas the majority in the chocolate bar are saturated fats. So it's not just the calories we need to consider, it's how it affects you, your hunger, and what nutrients it provides you as well. So there's no real proper defined definition of healthy eating. I think it's just eating in a way that avoids disease. So if you are eating a chocolate bar in your day and it helps you lose weight, then that actually might help you avoid disease. So in this sense, eating a chocolate bar could be healthy eating. If you're eating too many cashew nuts and it's making you put on weight, then that could lead you towards things like diabetes, which would be a disease. So eating cashew nuts would be an unhealthy choice. So it's a very, very difficult thing to explain and decide on, and you can never think in a single context. So it's more about what you're eating over the whole day, over the week, over the month, and where these foods fit in. Eating a bit of chocolate in moderation is good for you because it will help you stick to your diet, it's enjoyable. Eating cashew nuts in moderation as well, because you don't want to overload your calories, you don't want to be eating more than your body needs and be stopping your weight loss progress and stopping you getting your results, because that's going to lead down the wrong route. Also, healthier food choices, which are less processed, often get less absorbed by the body. So eating a cashew nut versus chocolate, your body is more likely to absorb more of the calories from the chocolate than the cashew nut. So that's something to consider as well. And also, healthy eating is a way you can diet without counting calories, but just making better choices. So instead of having a pizza, having a salad with some chicken and some healthy fats is just a simple way to start losing weight, because the majority of the time, even though what I've said before about you can overeat unhealthy food, the majority of the time you are fuller on healthy food, and it does help you reduce your calories, so it does help you lose weight. But the point of this video was to make you aware that healthy eating can still put you in a calorie surplus. It can still make you put on weight, especially with things that are high in fat, so nuts, cheese, things like avocados as well, which are very high in fats. Eating a small amount of them can give you a lot of calories, whereas eating a large amount of, say, salad or vegetables, which fills you up loads, gives you very few calories, so that's helpful as well. The idea with healthy eating is just mixing everything together, having lots of vegetables, fats in moderation, and just thinking about taking out a few of the processed choices and putting a few healthier choices in there as well. And also, I've mentioned a few times about measuring your food portions with your hands. So with fats, we use our thumb. So if I take this amount of cashews, which is around my thumb size, I've measured this already, and it's 100 calories. So that would be a good portion of fat to include in a meal or in a snack. So if you're going to have a snack, maybe you have that or double it, so that would be 200 calories. And then just using our thumb, we've roughly estimated a snack, which would be, I guess, a chocolate bar in cashew nut size. Thumb, fats. If you're going to use a meal, same sort of thing, you'd use maybe one of those, or some oil, that amount of oil, which would be a tablespoonful, things like that. It's an easy way to measure your portions. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. As always, like, share and comment, and I will see you in the next one.